Hey guys, welcome. Shaman Moon here. I'm here with my special guest, Madame Zee.
Hello, everyone. Hello.
So, how are you doing today, Madame Zee?
I'm doing good. It's been a long day. I had just got done reading at Nature's Treasures. If anybody knows anything about Nature's Treasures, it's like the biggest metaphysical shop in Austin.
Yeah.
I'm a practitioner there, so they're bringing back some of their practitioners on a limited basis. So today was my day to read. So yeah, it's been all day with the crystals and all the cool folks today.
That's awesome, Madame Zee.
Yeah, it's nice to be back.
So, wow, cool. So, Madame Zee, how long have you been in paganism?
Well, let's see. I'm what I call an original OG, which I started off with. I've been doing this for 25 plus years now. Is what I think. I quit counting because when you get to a certain age, you kind of quit counting stuff. But I started way before the internet. Way before the internet. Yeah. So you guys are lucky that you guys get to just Google stuff and find stuff. When I started, we didn't have that. We had to try to find a mentor. We had to go to the basement of the library and try to find some 2 or 3 occult books. And when you wanted to study paganism, you try to find it.
Wow.
Yeah. How long have you been doing it?
Madame Zee, what kind of practice? How long have I? I've been doing it since I'm 13.
Oh yeah.
Since I was 13.
Yeah, it's a long time.
I was born in 1988.
Oh my gosh, you're such a baby.
Yeah. So, Madame Zee, my other question for you: Are you a solitary practitioner, or are you open based?
Well, now because of COVID, yes. But I started off solitary. I started off just I had a mentor. Mm-hmm. And so I started off with my mentor, and it was very much just my own practice. Uh-huh. But I got to a certain point in my practice where I needed to be around witches, around the like-minded people, and around covens. Yeah. So I love the group setting of a covens, and as far as hanging out with them, doing magic, talking about things, raising energy. But I don't like the hierarchy of a coven and the rules of a coven. Does that make sense?
I don't like it either. I mean, I'm not really into all that.
Yeah.
Basically, like for me, Madame Zee, I consider myself a witch. Mm-hmm. So I consider myself a male witch.
Yeah.
But in my family line, they don't go by the term of witches because we're Native American. I'm Native, so I'm also Latino. Uh-huh. So I have a little bit of Spanish.
Yeah.
In me, so we basically don't use the term witch. In my family line, we normally use shaman. Mm-hmm. Or brujo.
Bruja. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Brujo. Yeah. I didn't really know about brujo. Go ahead. Sorry.
No, you're fine. The only magic I practice is magic and witchcraft, and I do a little paganism. I started with paganism, and then I moved to magic and witchcraft to follow my roots a little bit. But I'm also being pulled back to paganism.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Has that ever happened to you?
Yes, it's well, I'm a firm believer in that our paths are just paths. Yeah. They're not a straight line. And I always kind of start on a certain path, and then I just kind of find a meander along the way. Mm-hmm. And then I always find myself kind of circling back to my roots, even though I've kind of like gone off the beaten path a little bit with my path and my studies, but I always seem to come back to it.
Yeah, I get that a lot too. A lot. So, I noticed there's a lot of different branches of paganism, Madame Zee.
Mm-hmm.
Can you explain to the viewers that don't really know what paganism is and the different branches? Because I get a lot of comments.
Yeah.
For newbies.
Yeah.
If you wouldn't mind.
Yeah. So just to give you a little bit of what I do, I am a high degree priestess. I've been doing this for 25 plus years, but I mentor and I teach metaphysics and I mentor newbies coming out of the broom closet. And this is a really good question because they ask me all the time, what path am I supposed to be on? Where am I supposed to go? Because they don't have any idea where they're supposed to be. You have, my hair's all wonky. You have different paths.
Yeah, me too. My hair's all over the place.
You know, we need a haircut.
Yeah.
I'm like, it is what it is right now.
I'm thinking of getting a mohawk.
You should. You really should. I love mohawks. They're fun and they're funky and you should do them. But there's so many different branches of paganism. It's kind of like paganism is this big umbrella of different branches of paganism. You have earth-based, you have Druidism,
yeah.
You have Wicca, you have Alexandrian, you have Gardnerian, you have, you know, the, oh my gosh, Thelema is, I think is how you say it.
Yeah.
Shamanism and Native American and all different types and paths fall under the umbrella of paganism.
Wow.
And then you also have the school of thought where you don't have to have any path whatsoever. You can just be an eclectic pagan, which is what I am. I embrace all of that.
Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah. What do you consider yourself to be?
I consider myself like you. I take from all paths. I'm more of a eclectic as well.
Yeah.
I take from all paths, but I am diverse in many cultures. I am diverse in witchcraft, Native American witchcraft or shamanism. I am diverse in Spanish brujeria, Mexican witchcraft, and I'm also a little bit diverse in hoodoo, voodoo. I'm not initiated, but I know a little bit about voodoo. I do a little bit of their magic works, and Latino spiritism. I'm also diverse in that.
Nice. Interesting.
Yeah, and a little bit of Celtic.
A little bit of Celtic, yeah. I think a lot of people are kind of start off kind of...
And a little bit of Nordic, yeah.
Yeah. So you have Norse, right? Norse pantheons also, Celtic pantheons, and kind of start off that way.
Oh, and I almost forgot one. Santeria.
Oh yeah, Santeria. I love that stuff. I started. It's interesting because when you kind of like been doing it for a long time, you want to start looking at different kind of pantheons and different kind of practices that you've never really done before. And it's really, and it depends on actually where you're at in America, right?
Yeah.
Because I lived in the South for a very long time. And I'm
my God, I love the South. What part of the South are you like lived at? I love the South.
Tennessee, Alabama.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you had a lot of like hoodoo, conjure, and all that.
Oh yeah, Appalachian magic and a lot of root magic.
I love that. I'm trying to learn now.
Yeah.
Right now, I'm reading a book on starcasters. Starcasters of root work and conjure.
Mm-hmm.
Her book is freaking awesome.
Yeah. It's a new. Well, it's not new. Appalachian magic and folk magic has been around for a very long time.
Mm-hmm.
So I think now it's starting to come back to the mainstream though, and people are really trying to get into it. So it's very powerful magic. I call it magic on the fly because whatever you have available is what you use to do your magic. Roots and herbs. And,
That's true. So on another note, what do you like to do for Samhain? Like, what is your type of work on Samhain? Like, what do you like to do? Like, how do you celebrate Samhain? The Witch's New Year. I call it the Witch's New Year.
I do too, Witch's New Year. I do everything that the Muggles do January 1st. I do the 31st of October. So I do all of my setting my intentions for the new year. And I look at reevaluating my life in the past, half year, what I need to tweak. But I love the spirit work, working with the dead, and graveyard.
Oh, so do I.
Seances, graveyard dirt.
Oh my God.
Yeah, all that stuff. Yeah.
We have a lot in common, Madame Zee.
Mm-hmm. I'd rather hang out with the dead and talk to the dead.
Yeah, me too.
They're more fascinating.
Well, I normally do that all day long.
Yeah.
Because I'm a medium.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. So I spend a lot of time in the graveyard. I spend a lot of time.
Do you do yourself a medium?
Yes, but I do mediumship differently. I do mediumship through tarot, and I use my tarot cards to work and speak with the dead.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so it's a little bit different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if I never know if you ever heard of this, but like whenever I use my tarot cards for me, when I use it, for some reason it opens the door for me, like my subconscious, and then once it opens, it's like it takes over, like my mediumship takes over. I don't even like read the cards.
Correct.
But also I don't really need the tarot decks either.
Correct.
I can just read you like looking at you.
Yes. When I've been reading tarot for a very long time, and I teach tarot classes.
Yeah, so do I.
Yeah. So you know how it is. When you first start out, you rely on the tarot deck, the cards. But now, you've been doing it for a long time.
Do.
I've been doing it for a long time. It's almost like the cards just don't even have the traditional meanings anymore. You go with what your gut feeling tells you what the answers are.
Yeah. Yeah, I totally agree, Madame Zee. Like, whenever I read the cards, like, I don't really look at the pictures anymore. I start, like, getting images in my head of different scenarios. But I'm more auditory. Like, I hear voices.
Yeah. See, I'm more feeling. I'm knowing. What is that? I forget.
Clairsentient.
Clairsentient. And I just know things. And
claircognizant. Yeah.
Yeah,
claircognizant, and clairsentient, clear feeling.
Yeah. I know things. And I don't see things as far as, I see a ghost. I get a feeling. And I see and feel like objects and like pictures.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I'm very empathic.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. So we do have a lot in common. It's like we work similarly in our work.
Yeah.
That's awesome. My other question to you, Madame Zee, as a High Priestess, for Wiccan, if somebody wanted to start on the Wiccan path, and they wanted for a newbie, like I have a relative that wants to start off and on the path of witchcraft and magic, but she doesn't really want to learn from me. She wants to learn from a woman. So what advice would you give, like, to my sister where she wants to get into magic
I would ask her what she's really drawn to
and
first
to
of all.
witchcraft?
Yeah, what she's really drawn to, because there's different types of witchcraft. You have like crystals, you have divination, you have herbalism, you have kitchen witchery, you have hedge witch, you have what. Ask her what she's drawn to.
She likes a lot of candles. She loves candles, and she loves herbs. She loves mixing herbs with the candle.
Yeah. So she would be really good at candle magic, where you actually dress the candle with oils and herbs, and you set your intentions, and that's how you work spell work and candle magic. She would be really good at incorporating both of those, the herbal aspect of it, magical aspect, and the candle aspect of lighting that spark and putting that. Yeah, she would be good at both of those.
She also tells me that she senses spirits in her house, but she can't see them. She can only see them in the corner of her eye. So she keeps asking me, am I a medium like you? And I go, well, I don't know. You might have it. You might not. Not everybody's born a medium, and not everybody has the medium ability, you know?
Correct.
So my other question for her was, she wanted to know, how do you know which ability you have, or which ability you have, or psychic ability?
You have to actually know which one that you're really drawn to and which one you're attuned to, and how you actually know what it is. For me, and don't second guess yourself.
Yeah.
If you feel that you sense things, then pick up an object and really concentrate on it and see if what you're feeling. We just did a whole thing in my group about haunted objects and haunted energies.
Cool.
And how to read them and how to identify them. So you have to practice. When I teach my my psychic development course. Oh my God, I have so many, I forgot. My psychic development course, one of the things that we do is we all go out to an antique store. And
wow.
Yeah, and we pick up some of the objects, or we'll use a pendulum, or we'll like, how does this object feel to you? How does this booth feel to you? Because every object has an energy. And you have haunted objects, so that's one of the things that she can do is actually try to see how she feels about objects, see if she feels anything, and start practicing. Another thing that she can do is try to work with auras. That's really good. And,
okay. I'm also going to give her some of your information, like your groups and stuff.
Yeah, because I have a Facebook group. I have a free Facebook group.
Yeah, I'll give her your group and everything, and maybe she can contact you or something.
Oh, yeah. I'd love to. She's always, I'm always online. Just tell her to send me a message. I'm always online.
Yeah, definitely. My other question to you, Madame Zee, on a different note, what for the viewers, I have a viewer here on my Instagram where like they want to do comments, so people are writing comments already on my Instagram.
Hello, Instagram folks.
Yeah. They want to know, how do you find your familiar? Like, how do you find your familiar, and which familiar is better, a dog or a cat?
You don't
which familiar, or does it really matter, a dog or a cat?
Here's the thing about familiars. You don't find your familiar. Your familiar finds you. So you don't have a choice. And a familiar traditionally, used to be cats, but it's not. Yeah. A familiar could be a dog. It could be a rat. It could be a hedgehog. It could be a mouse. It could be a snake, reptiles. They could be anything. So don't box yourself into thinking a familiar can only be a cat or a dog, because that's untrue. I know a lot of witches who have familiars that are snakes.
Well, I would love a snake.
No.
I would love one. But like, there's like, no, I'm not scared of snakes. But like, for me, like, because of my disability, I have a disability, so it's kind of hard.
Yeah, but I mean, they're support animals.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you would do well with a snake. You should get a snake.
I like them. I like snakes.
Yeah, go pick one out. You'll know when you'll have that innate, instant connection. And a lot of time with familiars, right?
Yeah.
They're usually reincarnated of somebody that you know, right? And
yeah, that's true. I read that somewhere.
Mm-hmm. So you'll have this connection with this animal like you've never ever had with another animal. They'll always want to be around you when you're doing magic. That is a dead sign that they are very much your familiar. They may not be around you a whole lot of the other time, so don't think that, oh, because they're not around me, because you know how cats are. They're aloof sometimes.
I noticed with me, Madame Zee, like, I've been around cats, and they follow me everywhere. Like, they follow me everywhere, and today I've been seeing black cats everywhere because I've been looking for a pet because I need a pet.
Yep.
I've been looking at dogs, and I've been seeing a lot of black dogs, black cats, everything black.
Yeah.
And I don't like it kind of freaked me out, but it's freaking cool because out of the blue, my sister just got a black cat. She just got a black cat, and she said, "You know what? I just got her, and I just bought her yesterday. Do you want her?" She asked me if I wanted the cat.
You should take her. Especially since it's Halloween and Samhain, yeah.
Yeah, so, and there's another, because I'm in the process of getting a puppy.
Mm-hmm.
But this one is a beagle.
Oh,
a beagle puppy.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of torn between the dog or the cat.
Yeah. Which one? We have to see which one you're more drawn to.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
So you're also talking about there's some events coming up. Let's talk about the events.
Yes. And we talked about, it's interesting you talked about that because hoodoo and voodoo, because my event, November 6th through the 8th, is the Witches Gathering event. And that is going to be online for 3 days. But don't freak out because I know everybody's like, oh my God, do we have to do another freaking online event? I think everybody's kind of zoomed out a little bit, right? Kind of tired of online events.
Well, I've never been on an online event. I never had it before. So for me, it's brand new.
Yeah. So it's 3 days of, like, I'm bringing the witches together from New Orleans. We're going to have a hoodoo practitioner, voodoo practitioner. We're going to have paranormal investigators. We're going to have experts come in on hoodoo and voodoo and dark magic. We have a vampire coming in who's going to talk about vampire magic. We have someone who's coming in to teach us how to throw the bones. So we have about 13 plus experts in their field that's going to come in and talk about this over 3 days. But you get VIP tickets, which means you get a magical loot box. I'll show you the loot box. So when you get the VIP tickets, and this isn't just hanging out. This is like we're having a DJ, we're having raffle tickets, we're having costume contests, we're having pajama parties, we're having get-togethers.
So, how much is it, Madame Zee? Like, am I too late to join? I would love to join.
No, get your tickets now because the prices are going up. But, so the VIP is where you want to be at. because the VIP gets everything, and that's $97.
97.
Mm-hmm. And then you can have and that's the VIP Supreme level. The Seeker level, which is just a normal level, right? You don't get all the extra stuff. That's $47. And then we have 1 day tickets because some people can't hang out for 3 days, right? And those are $35. But when you I am super excited about this loot box. So this is the loot box that you get mailed to your door when you get a VIP ticket. And we have tons of vendor stuff in here because we have vendors where you can go shop. It's vendor row. But all this is going to be filled with all kind of magical stuff and goodies. And I actually mail this to your door full of magic. And it'll be anointed. And it'll be positive vibes sent to you. So, yeah, you get a magical loot box with a VIP ticket.
Wow. So, how does, for someone like me, a practitioner, Madame Zee, how would I, if I want to be your guest, how would I be able to apply, or is it too late?
Yeah, let me send you the link in the comments. I'm not sure if, let me see.
I'm new to the StreamYard, so I don't know if we have any viewers, but I don't know where to look. So I'm new to StreamYard, so I'm still getting the hang of it.
So I put that in the chat, but it's at Witches Gathering 2020, or you can go to my website at madamezee.com, and it will have the link in there at the top for the Witches Gathering event.
Okay, so when I click on the link, what do I have to do next?
You just have to go buy a ticket. Just hit buy a ticket. It should take you
buy a
there.
ticket? Okay.
Make sure you buy the VIP ticket because those are limited. We only have 50 of those available, and I think probably have 10 or 20 available in that. So once those VIP boxes are gone, then I won't be able to offer those boxes anymore.
Okay.
Get the VIP ticket because that gets you replays. Oh, I didn't even tell you that we have a private seance for that VIP ticket. The New Orleans hoodoo, what is her name? Bloody Mary. She is very well known. She's going to come and do a private seance for us, for the VIP ticket holders.
Wow. I never been to a private seance.
She's phenomenal. She does the private seance a little bit different because she calls it a voodoo seance. So it's just not like she's just going to call in people. She calls in Papa Legba. She calls in all of her ancestors. She calls in the voodoo priests and priestesses. She calls in Marie Laveau. She does this whole ritual thing, voodoo ritual, before she starts the seance. So
I work with Marie Laveau.
Oh my God, I love her. I love Marie Laveau.
I work with her. I have an altar to her, like crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. You should work with her, Madame Zee. She's freaking good.
I know she is. I took a class with, oh my gosh, what was her name? Alvarez? I think her name is Alvarez, and she did a whole class on Madame Laveau.
Cool.
And I did a whole altar to her. I did her whole bebe, because she has a very, we call them bebes. They're symbols.
Yeah, right? they're bebes.
Yeah, bebes. So we did I worked with her for at least 90 days. I love her, but I've always been attracted to Marie Laveau.
I've always been attracted to her too. I've been attracted to darker stuff.
I'm getting more into the left-handed path, which is interesting because I'm like, why am I being pulled into the left-handed path?
Well, basically for me, Madame Zee, I don't know for you, but I've worked with demons before. I've worked with demons before. I've worked the left-hand path. I've worked with darker entities. I've been doing it since I was 13. It's a good learning experience, but also it can take you for a ride.
Yeah, And it's interesting we were talking about this because one of the clients that I was talking to, working with today at Nature's Treasures, we got into talking about that. Now, we have a school of thought. I'm from old school and I'm really protective of my craft.
Yeah, me too.
I don't, how do I say this without me sounding like I'm old and not open? But I don't think the left-handed path is for beginners yet.
Yeah, it's not.
That's how I feel. And I just like.
I agree.
Yeah.
It's not for everybody, and not everybody's meant for
Correct.
For it.
Yeah. And you have to be, when you're a beginner, you're just kind of feeling out stuff. And I don't think the left-handed path is for beginners. You definitely go down that path, but I really think you have to have the fundamentals of witchcraft.
Yeah, you need to.
Confidence in it. You have to.
Yeah, I totally agree.
Yeah, because you know how it is working with demons.
It can be very nasty.
Yes. Yep. And they'll push you, and they'll.
Yeah, they'll put you into stuff that you don't want to be in.
You have to know your ground, and you have to stand your ground and know yourself.
So, Madame Zee, my other question to you, my other 3 questions that I have for you, is how do you do your tarot readings? Like, what is your process? Like, how do you work, sweetie? Like, what is your process with your tarot readings?
It's funny you asked that because I have tons of tarot decks, but
so do I. I have 300.
Shit, sorry. That's a lot.
I'm a collector.
Yeah. I thought I had a lot, but I don't think I have 300. What's your favorite deck right now?
I do. I have a box. Well, let me see. Let me show you. I have this one.
Oh yeah, Doreen Virtue. That's an old school one.
I like this one because I communicate with the angelic realm. And my other favorite is a modernized version of the Rider Waite.
Yeah. Oh, gosh, Marchetti?
Yeah, Marchetti.
Yeah, Marchetti. I don't have it.
And my last 2 favorite are the steampunk. And the regular Rider Waite, the original, and the Voodoo Tarot.
Voodoo Tarot. I haven't gotten the Voodoo Tarot yet. I have the Orisha, but I don't have the Voodoo Tarot.
I have the Orisha one, but I connect more with the Voodoo.
That's what I'm thinking, Voodoo Tarot.
And I also read regular playing cards.
Oh, nice. Now, I haven't gotten into those like gypsy cards. Although you're not supposed to say gypsy anymore, but that's the title of the cards.
Awesome. Yeah. So, Madame Zee, so basically, do you like working with the graveyard? Do you like working crone magic on Halloween?
Yeah. But before I get into that, because I totally missed just got off topic about how I read tarot.
Yeah.
The way I started out reading tarot and the way I read tarot now is totally different. I used to be very ritual about it. I used to be very much like I have to light my candle, I have to do this, I have to get my crystals out. And now that I've been doing it for so long, I don't have to do all that ritual stuff. I can hold it in myself to do it. I don't need those tools. And I don't even read with spreads anymore. I do what I call free flow reading.
That's the way I do it. I've always done like that. It works better that way.
Yes, because you're not so boxed in.
Yeah. I don't like being boxed in. I agree.
Yeah. So that's how I read.
So I have another comment for you, Madame Zee, for one of my viewers.
Sure.
And they're on Instagram right now. Most of them are on Instagram right now. I'm kind of new to StreamYard, so I don't really know the hang of it yet.
Oh,
I don't know where the viewers are. Do we have any viewers? I can't really see. I know we have a live button. We're live, but I don't see the view.
I don't know how it works on Instagram. I know how it works on like what is it? Facebook groups or Facebook pages.
Yeah.
I have an Instagram account and I have pretty good following, but I don't ever use it that much. I'm really leaning toward TikTok, to be honest with you. I love TikTok.
Oh, TikTok. I've learned on TikTok, but I don't know how to work it.
Yeah. It's different. I like it though. It's fun. I think I find it funner or more fun than Instagram.
Oh wow!
I'm glad you're getting Instagram comments though. Yeah, that's good. I'm glad that you're getting comments. Yeah,
because normally the views here, normally my last interview, there were like maybe like 20, 25 people watching my last interview, so I don't know if I did something wrong when we turned it on. I don't know.
You never know with how the algorithms are, what people are doing now. You just never know.
So, the question I have here, from a viewer named, Matthew 49 from Los Angeles, California.
Hey, Matthew.
He's asking, Madame Zee, I've seen your video on Bridget. Can you please elaborate more information on the goddess Bridget? Because I feel drawn to the goddess Bridget, but I'm also being drawn to the goddess Caradwin.
Yeah.
But for a beginner, what goddess do you think would be perfect for me as a beginner? Caradwin or Bridget?
Well, let me tell you, Bridget was one of my first goddesses that came to me, and I work with the goddess, every day. I work with the goddess every day. Where is my goddess deck? I bet y'all left my goddess cards in the car. Maybe not. Hold on.
Are your goddess cards the one with Doreen Virtue or the other type of goddess?
I have several, but yes, I have Doreen Virtues. Is this Doreen Virtue? Is that Doreen Virtue?
No, that's Kyle Gray.
Kyle Gray. But I have tons of goddess decks.
I love the goddess. I mean, I'm hardcore. Like, I literally want to get a tattoo. Like, right now, I'm a devotee of Hecate. Yeah. So I follow Hecate. So right now, I'm going to get a tattoo of Hecate.
You should.
Wheel on my wrist to show my devotion to Hecate. You should.
But to answer the question, I would start off with Bridget, just because Bridget is more gentler, she's sweeter, she's easier to work with, she's very much a healer kind of energy. She is the energy of water and sacred healing waters, whereas Caradwin is kind of a little bit of a darker kind of crone energy, and not saying one is better.
Kind of like Hecate, right?
Yeah. I think she said Caradwin, didn't she?
Yeah.
Caradwin. But I really like the energy for newbie witches to work with Bridget. She's so sweet and nurturing and caring.
Bridget or Isis, too.
Yeah, Bridget or Isis. But you know what? I find Isis to be sometimes hella intense.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I've always felt her calm and gentle.
Did you? I think she has, for me, she is that, where Bridget is more like sweet and caring. Isis is, for me, nice and caring.
That's what I get off of Isis, sweet and caring. But with Bridget, I get her more like stern, mother.
Really?
Fiery.
It's the opposite then.
Yeah, I get it the opposite.
See, here's Isis.
Yeah. I get it like, for Bridget, Madame Zee, I get it like like you're gonna eat your potatoes, or you're gonna eat your mashed potatoes, or you're not gonna get no dessert. You know.
Yeah. Exactly. See, I get it. Well, everybody has their own experience. But for me, I found Bridget to be very nurturing and very sweet. And very kind.
Don't get me wrong. For me, she has a nurturing side for me. She has a sweet heart for me. I've worked with her for a long time, but she did for me, like, she did knock me down a peg. She does teach you life lessons. She can be loving, but she can knock you down.
Yeah. And sometimes we need that. Sometimes we need that. I'm trying to see my other ones. Here's Bridget. I knew she was in here. She is the water bearer, right? She has sacred waters, but she's also the keeper of the flame.
Yeah.
She's about inner strength also.
Oh my God, I love Bridget so much. I love her.
I do too.
And what's so funny, Madame Zee, you won't believe this. I actually bought a Celtic rosary that's similar to yours.
Did you, the green one?
Yes, with the shamrocks.
Yes.
When I watched your video, I heard a voice said, "Get the rosary, and put it on my altar."
Yeah, even though I've left Catholicism a long time ago.
Yeah, me too.
I'm still attracted to the rosary. I still have several rosaries, and I still am in awe of cathedrals and churches.
Yeah. I also have another comment for you, Madame Zee. From Kathy, from Oklahoma.
Oklahoma.
Tulsa, Oklahoma. Her name is Kathy. Kathy Norway. I think that's how you pronounce her name. Norway. Yeah.
Nice.
She's from Tulsa, Oklahoma, and she wrote, "Dear Madame Zee, I am a firm believer of the goddess, but I feel drawn. I am Catholic, but I feel drawn to the goddess, but I have a strong connection to the Virgin Mary. Yes. Could I use the Virgin Mary as the goddess?"
Yes. Yes. And that is one of the reasons why I left Catholicism.
I'm afraid that I will not be considered pagan. She said, I'm afraid that I will not be considered pagan if I follow Mother Mary.
No. There's a whole following of Magdalene Mary and how she is revered as a goddess. So that's a new kind. It's not really new, but it's coming more forward now. Bringing in Mother Mary as a goddess. Let me see if I can find that. So no, I really encourage you to just cover Mother Magdalene.
Yeah, Magdalene.
I'm trying to get the right name of the her followers. But that was one of the reasons why I left Catholicism, is because there wasn't enough feminine energy, powerful and feminine energy. Let me see.
I don't really resonate with the male energy, Madame Zee. I resonate more with the goddess energy, the feminine goddess energy. I don't really resonate with the male energy. I've always resonated more with the goddess energy.
It's called the Magdalene Chronicles, the followers of Magdalene. So that may be a good place for you or for her to start. Yeah, but there is a huge revelation going on with Mary Magdalene as a goddess.
I noticed that too, and I also noticed that they use the Virgin Mary of Guadalupe a lot as a goddess too.
Correct.
And And I noticed that in a lot of Latino witchcraft too.
Correct. Because Latino
they see her as a
witchcraft,
goddess.
yeah, because a lot of Latino witchcraft, they still use saints in their practices.
Yeah.
And pray to the saints.
Just like a practitioner, the voodoo, conjure, and all that.
Correct. And they still, do your psalms from the Bible and all that. Yeah. Call your saints in. And they do, and that's the whole thing. The person who asked about Mary Magdalene, there is a thing where you can be a Christian witch.
Yeah.
So you may want to look into Christian witchcraft.
Yeah. Yeah, totally. Mm-hmm. I agree. Let me see. We have, over 200 comments.
No, really?
Yeah.
Hello, y'all.
Okay. We have one from Zachary Fletcher asking, have you ever worked with or ever heard of the Saint of Death?
The Saint of Death?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
No.
Yeah.
It's saying, where do you stand on that? Have you ever had an experience, or have you ever incorporated her in your practice?
No, I haven't worked with her. I don't have an experience with her because that's not my path. I just know of her, or know of the De Mortis. Because so I'm in Austin, and we have a lot of Spanish people here in Austin.
Yeah. So basically, the comment pretty much, that's in my area.
Yeah. That's
I'm very familiar with her.
Well, tell us about it. Tell us, because I would like to learn.
La Santísima Muerte, for those who are watching this video or on Instagram, La Santísima Muerte is considered a folk, but she's also considered a from Aztec and Mayan culture. Her Mayan name is Mictlantecuhtli or Mictlantecuhtli. She's the wife of the underworld god Mictlantecuhtli. Okay? Mm-hmm. So basically, La Santísima Muerte comes in 3 colors: white, black, and red. La Santísima Muerte is a force of death. She's the personification of death. She's literally the death current. A lot of people like to equate her to Hecate because she roams the cemeteries. She does a lot of magic, witchcraft. She's considered a witchcraft goddess or saint. But you don't have to be initiated into Santa Muerte, Madame Zee. You can just petition. You can just ask her, Santa Muerte, I need your help. My name is so-and-so. I would love to work with you. I would love to build up a relationship with you, see how this goes. There's no contract with La Santísima Muerte, not unless you want one. Okay? Mm-hmm. Okay? So, what I tell people that want to start with Santa Muerte, come with the respect, know the culture, know where she comes from, respect it and honor it.
Yeah.
But don't come with the, I'll just ask her because I seen that she gave my friend this or she helped my friend out of this. No. Go with it out of respect. Don't go with her just because you want something and then drop her. That's disrespectful to any deity.
I totally agree.
So she's a real good to work with, but she's very strong. But for newbies, I prefer them to work with the white because that's her more motherly aspect, more calmer. The red one is the maiden, the black one is the crone. That's the way I see it. But they're all the same entity. So that is my little thing with Santa Muerte. But I currently don't work with her right now. But I still honor her.
Yeah, you could, and I have a lot of students who ask me that. Can I honor them and not work with them? Of course.
Yeah.
I don't work with all the deities anymore. But I still...
Have you ever had an experience, Madame Zee, with the goddess? Have you ever came up or across of a goddess that seemed kind of like temperamental or jealous?
Oh, yeah.
Which goddess have you had that experience with, if you don't mind me asking?
That would be Hecate, and it would be Lilith. Hecate doesn't really play well with others. You have to ask her.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I find it like for me backwards. Like I feel for me like she doesn't give like a crap. Like she lets me work with anybody.
For me, well, I've never not asked her. I've always had the reverence for like, can I bring this person in? Can I bring this deity in? Can I work with this deity? And she's always said yes, but I've never had it where I've never asked her. Because I've always asked her.
I've asked her too, but she's like, she told me one time, I don't really like, you know, this is like, forgive me for my language, but this is an 18 plus channel. So like, like, I don't really give a shit.
Correct.
You know, who you work with. You know?
Yeah. Like, I don't care. I'm powerful. Who cares?
I don't really care. I know who I am. If you need me, I'm here. You know? Just don't bother me for little, like stupid stuff, you know?
Correct. Yeah, she won't help you so much with the earthly stuff like money or can I get a job or blah blah blah. She helps you with the tough inner work.
Yeah.
And cord cutting and the shadow stuff. She doesn't want to be bothered with the little mundane crap.
Yeah. But I know for a fact that she hates it when you beat up on women or you mistreat women.
Yep. Yeah.
She hates it. Or little kids.
Mm-hmm.
She hates it.
Yeah.
She's one goddess you don't want to piss off a woman.
Yeah, exactly. And you have to be careful when you work with her. Everybody is just like, oh, I work with Hecate. Or the same thing with Kali. You know, you have to be working.
Yeah.
You have to be careful to work with them too because Kali's the destroyer. When you ask her to come into your life, she is going to turn everything that you feel is stable upside down, and she's going to turn your life into havoc. So she can rebuild it for you. She's
a good deity to work with. I learned that from a Hindu friend of mine that's very knowledgeable, and his family is a worshiper of Kali.
Mm-hmm.
They see her as Kali as the all mother of the universe. Like she's the all mother. And she's very loving and she's very protective of her devotees. Mm-hmm. But a lot of people give Kali a bad rap. But they also told me that Kali is very fierce.
Mm-hmm. I like her.
Very loving. She only turns the world upside down to teach you something. She doesn't do it just because she wants to. She's doing it because she wants to teach you something. If she knows something is not right for you, she's going to remove it.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know? So the same thing with Hecate.
Yeah. I like all of them. I love the dark goddesses. Right now.
Yeah, I love the dark goddesses.
I know. Right now I'm working with Morgan. I'm trying to... I'm learning more about her. I've never...
I love the Morgan. I work with her. Mm-hmm. She wants me to work with her, but the thing is that I don't... Like, I love the Morgan, but the thing is, she's kind of like a warrior goddess, and she wants me, like... She puts me into a lot of battles. But, no, physically, like, I have to deal with a lot of spiritual battles going on with her, like, okay.
I don't want to do it now. Yeah. She is in your face and she's a warrior.
But she'll hold you from your ear. Mm-hmm. Yeah. like I tell people, don't work with the Morgan if you don't want to like be like in your face goddess, you know. She doesn't take shit and she doesn't take bullshit.
Yeah.
It's a lifetime commitment with the Morgan.
Yeah. She's fierce. And she's not afraid. And, you know, you'll find yourself when you call her in, you find your voice and you find that you're, you know, standing tall. And if you see something wrong, you're going to speak up and you're going to say something. And you're like, I have no idea where that just came from because that is not me. That's the Morgan. That's the Morgan.
There's no Morgan or Hecate because Hecate the same way.
Yeah.
So, Madame Zee, my other question to you. How would how was the experience ghost hunting? Like, how did you
love it? We went to.
For those who want to try hunting, what advice do you have for them?
For ghost hunting, it's not what you see on TV. So you just need to let all that stuff that you see on TV go. Because I'm going to tell you, most of the time, you're just hanging out waiting for something to happen. Right? Because and a lot of times you won't find any activity, but you have to be open to it. You have to be respectful. You have to ask permission. You have to listen, and that's the one thing about the paranormal that I have, the talk that I have in the witches gathering. He's going to tell you all the stuff that you need to get started in paranormal investigation without all the fancy equipment.
Yeah.
Because you can spend thousands of dollars on this crazy equipment that you don't need. All you need is pendulum, your tarot cards, dowsing rods, and a recorder, really, and just an EVP recorder. And that's really all you need. Yeah.
Like, totally, like, did your hair on the back of your neck stand up whenever you go into haunted?
Right. Mm-hmm. You can feel the energy shift, and that's why it's so important when you're dealing with witchcraft and you know how to work with energy. And
it's so important to learn how to defend yourself.
Yeah, and you know how to move energy. You know what energy feels like, and you know when they'll say it's a cold spot. Or you'll know when there's a block. When for example, there was a block when I tried to go into a threshold where I couldn't step over that threshold. It would not let me go in there, and I was like, I can't go in there. It won't let me go in there. And so you have to be respectful of the energy around it, and you have to be respectful of the spirits that are there, because you seriously don't want to piss him off, or I call him Zach Baggins. I guess his name is Zach Baggins, where you provoke him. I'm not that type of ghost hunter. I don't provoke.
Yeah, me either. Mm-mm. That's a no-no.
No, don't do that, because you don't have to. You don't have to do that.
Well, one of these days, I would love to go ghost hunting with you one of these days.
Yeah, we have a female ghost hunter group. We're going out actually tomorrow. But we do have guest people who want to come on and ghost hunt with us. But yeah, anybody who wants to come ghost hunting, let us know. Shoot me a message. I'm at madamzee.com.
I'll definitely go ghost hunting with you one day.
Yeah. Yeah, we do. And here's the thing about our ghost hunting. We do a lot of historical places, and we do a lot of research on the historical places. Good. Yeah, so we just don't show up. We do a lot of investigating and a lot of research on the place.
Do you have a medium in your group already? A full-blown medium?
Not well. I work as a medium, but when all of us have some kind of type of ability, so we work together, but not a designated. This is all I do, medium. No.
Yeah, I do more mediumship than I do tarot.
Yeah.
So I work with the dead more than I do tarot. I'm a psychic as well, but I'm predominantly a medium.
So how do you do your mediumship when you do ghost hunting? Have you done that?
I just go in, I start sensing, I start hearing voices literally in my head. I see them right in front of me like if I'm seeing you. You know that movie, The Sixth Sense, or Ghost Whisperer?
Yeah.
With Jennifer Love Hewitt? The way she sees it is the way I see it.
Yeah. See, I don't have that ability. I just know and feel. And
or if you want to go old school, the little boy from the Sixth Sense.
Yeah.
You know. That's my ability. My ability. I communicate with those who have those who are earthbound. I communicate more with earthbound spirits.
Right.
You communicate with those that are on the other side, but I communicate more with the earthbound.
Yeah. And
I help them find the light.
Yeah, you help them cross over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know how to open doors. I know how to close doors.
Yeah. That's important.
I know how to cleanse places too.
That's important to know, especially when you go into haunted or haunted places. You'll try to find that portal or that vortex so you can close it.
I also tell people I'm like the modern version of Constantine.
Yeah. Yeah. I hadn't seen that movie in forever. Now I gotta watch it.
But I'm not like a lot of people say, are you the Keanu Reeves Constantine or the John or the Marvel Constantine?
The Marvel
Constantine.
Constantine.
There's two versions.
I just know the Keanu Reeves. I'm not a Marvel person.
And
I'm not.
Have you seen the TV series?
Oh yeah.
Okay, you know that guy with the blonde hair, the British?
Yeah.
Okay, that's the one I'm talking about. People ask me, are you the British guy or Keanu Reeves?
Okay. Okay. Gotcha.
So I go, I love blonde hair. So I go more British.
More British. That's funny.
Chip chip cheerio.
That's too funny.
Yeah, so basically I'm like the modern version of Constantine.
Yeah. Good.
I literally see the Constantine sees. Whatever he saw in the movie, like Keanu Reeves, that's the way I see it. And the way it's the same thing for me. I literally seen the other world. I literally seen the underworld. The way he saw it is the way I see it. I kid you not. It's 24/7, constantly.
Yeah,
it never stops.
Have you ever come across one that was just really scary to you?
Honestly, Madame Zee, when I was younger, yes, but not anymore.
Yeah.
I like, mainly like, they don't really bother me anymore. It's like second nature to me.
Yeah.
But the one that I cannot stand are like pitchy ghosts. You know what I mean? That just don't, like, they just keep like, boom, boom, like bugging you all the time, like, hello.
Yeah, they're like little kids that irritate.
It's like, I don't know how it is for you, Madame Zee, but when I communicate with spirit, like with ghosts, they literally follow me everywhere. I had an experience where one of them even followed me to the loo.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's another thing. When you're done ghost hunting, you have to make sure that you brush yourself off, you sage yourself. And what I do is I take either anointing oil or I take a piece of chalk or some dirt or some sage.
I take sage. I like sage.
Sage. And I put an X on the bottom of my shoe so they can't follow me home. Yeah, that's what I do.
So
I learned that the hard way too.
You do more hoodoo. You incorporate a little bit of hoodoo.
Yeah.
Maybe.
The more I look back at my practice, I'm like, I've always been hoodoo, Appalachian.
Cool.
Always. I've always done weird shit.
I'm gonna try that.
It works. It works.
I'm gonna try that.
Yeah.
So, Madame Zee, what goddess do you prefer working with? Like, what goddess are you working with now predominantly? Like, who is your matron goddess?
Well, right now, Morgan's calling to me, but I love Lilith. So I feel like I'm cheating.
Ooh,
I know. I feel like I'm
Lilith?
cheating with
I never worked with Lilith before. I'm kinda iffy on Lilith.
We have a speaker that's going to be teaching us how to work with Lilith in the Witches Gathering. And we also have, who else? I forget who else is going to be talking about a dark goddess. But I know that Michael Herkus, he's the glam witch, if you know anything about him. He's going to be teaching about the Lilith.
I've been fascinated about Lilith.
Mm-hmm.
But I never literally worked with predominantly. But like, does she even work with men?
Yes. Yeah. As long as you know your place. Right?
Well, I'm more like, I have more feminine energy rather than masculine.
Right.
So
yeah, she works with anybody that wants to free themselves from like any kind of bondage or needs to like be what I call, well, for lack of a better word, authentic self, and wants to free themselves from the restraints of what society thinks they should be or what they've been told to do.
I have another comment for you,
sure,
Madame Zee. Here's one, Madame Zee. What are your thoughts on witchcraft in the modern age of television and the media? What is your thoughts on that? And what is your thought on Charm / Buffy / Sabrina, the Chilling Adventures of Sabrina, and the one from the Nanny Show with Melissa Joan Hart? Where is the real witchcraft?
Go ahead.
What is the difference between that witchcraft and real Wicca and real witchcraft?
Okay.
They also wrote one more thing. Which one is closer to real witchcraft and the media? Like, out of those, they're asking which one's closer.
The craft. The old school craft. What was it, 1990s craft? Yeah, that's how I feel. And I'm torn because like I said, I'm old school. I've been doing this for a long time.
I love the craft.
I know. So I'm very protective of what I've done, how hard I've studied, and how much I've devoted my life to it. But then on the other hand, I feel that anything that gets anything out of the broom closet and gets the craft or, paganism more into mainstream, I'm all for it. But what you see on TV is nothing compared to what we really do. So the craft, in a way that when you bring women together in a circle, it changes, and a lot of it you do dedication and you become that powerful. And that's what I resonate with the most. But a lot of times we are just healers of ourselves and healers of others. We don't go around, hexing people, and that's the thing that I want everybody to know. And that's why you need a mentor and you need a teacher, because they will show you the ways that has an effective spell just as powerful as hexing without the consequences of hexing. Yeah. You can do freezer spells. You can do coffin spells. You can do mirror spells, return to sender spells.
I love doing those.
Yeah. You don't have to hex.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But I don't know. I'm
for dire situations.
Exactly. That's when you've exhausted everything else to do, because you still have to. You have to know the consequences of hexing, and you have to know that if I do this, that karma is going to come back to me 3 times. And as long as you're aware of that, then hex away. But there's other more powerful spells that you can do without having that kind of karma that you have to relive and try to get rid of.
There's another question speaking on karma.
Mm-hmm.
We have one. Madame Zee, why do certain people in different religions don't believe in karma? Like in Hoodoo, they don't believe in karma, but Wiccans do.
Correct.
So if they do something wrong, they don't get punished? That's the question.
It's a different belief system. And there are witches that don't believe in the 3-rule law. The law.
Yeah, honestly, I'm one of them. I don't believe in the 3-4.
Yeah. And that's fine. Some people do, some people don't. My magic, is situational. I'm fully aware. I've been doing this for a long time. I know the consequences. Stuff doesn't get me wild up like it used to when I was a baby witch. I would be like, oh man, that pissed me off. I'm going to hex you. I'm going to light that black candle. Blah, 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 blah. I'm going to get salt out. Stuff doesn't bother me so much anymore. I'm more, when you become more settled and stronger and more confident in your craft, you know how to just walk away. And then you know how it's wasted energy. And you could be putting that into healing yourself, into your deities, into sharing with others. And a lot of times you're still walking away.
We also have another comment, Madame Zee.
Uh-huh.
Which is your favorite pagan book of all time?
Oh my gosh.
For beginners.
Oh, for beginners? Well, I love anything Scott Cunningham, but he's old school. But I love, oh my God, what is it? Lisa Lister.
Well, I never heard of.
Yeah, she is, oh my gosh, the basic witch, I think it is. But that's a powerful book. Let me see if I can find the actual name of it. It's a purple book. Lisa Lister. Let me find her books. It's called Witch Unleashed, Untamed, and Unapologetic.
Wow.
Yeah.
Maybe I should read that one.
She's really good. And she gives you some basic stuff, but she kind of is on the same path that I am, using witchcraft for empowerment, not for so much hexing people. Right?
We're also getting another comment asking Madame Zee, when you're Wiccan or you're pagan, do you have to call the 4 corners?
Nope. You do not have. If you're Wiccan, you have a rule where you have to call the 4 corners. And that's why I got out of it, because there's too much rules in Wicca for me. There's some days I feel like calling in the quarters, and sometimes I don't feel like calling in the quarters. Sometimes I just want to sit and meditate and do a ritual and not have to deal with calling in even a deity. Sometimes I don't even work with deities when I do spell work or when I do ritual.
Yeah.
But you have to know the fundamentals of calling in the quarters, because you have to know how the energy feels on each element, especially when you do elemental work. You have to know what the energy feels like when you call in earth, when you call in water. Their energies are very different and the outcomes are very different. But you have to have the fundamentals down of witchcraft before you can branch out. But no, that's the whole thing about how I teach my craft to my students, is I give you fundamentals, but I also give you free reign to do your own magical craft yourself, your signature craft.
We have 2 more comments here. We have a lot, but there's 2 more that I'm going to read out loud. Where do you stand, Madame Zee, on a deity called Baphomet?
I love Baphomet. That's part of the left-handed path.
I have a statue of Baphomet. I honor Baphomet.
I was looking at one yesterday. I can't decide which one I want to get.
Which one?
There's a bronze one, and then I think it's just a regular black one, I think. But I'm leaning toward more the bronze.
Oh my God, I love Baphomet. He's so sweet.
Don't say that out loud because you're gonna ruin his reputation.
I'm sorry.
No, he's wonderful to work with. I'm just now starting to work with him. Don't be afraid of working with the left-handed path because, and that's the whole school of letting go of what Christianity or what whoever has told you is the evil or devil, because devil doesn't even exist in our practice, right? Devil is a Christian made up thing.
In the pagan path.
Yeah. So the left-handed path is more self-serving, I believe.
Yeah.
And more of like, I deserve this and I want this and I'm gonna make it happen.
Yeah. So she's also the person that's commenting is also asking. Continuing the conversation on Baphomet, why is she, like is Baphomet good for beginners, and why is she holding one up and one down?
That for me,
like the hand?
That resonates. Yeah, as above, so below. You will find the same position in the Magician card in Tarot. As above, so below. That means that you are the center. The energy and your universe flows through you. You are taking the power from the universe and the gods or goddesses or whoever as above, and you're bringing it through you so you can become centered, and you're the conduit and you're giving it back to the earth, so you are centering yourself. You're bringing in the power of the cosmic energy and of the earthly realm. So that's as above, so below.
Madame Zee, here's another one. Madame Zee, where do you stand on love spells?
Well, depends on what it is. And that goes into the whole thing of free will, right? And that's we talked about the craft earlier, because you have to be very careful of your spell work, because you don't want to have to do a cord cutting or an unbinding spell on someone who you thought was the greatest and the latest, all bag of chips and all that kind of shit, when they're really not, right? So do a love spell on yourself to open up your heart, to release the things.
Listen to that, people. Do it on yourself, people. Don't do it on other people.
Nope, do it on yourself. Because, for example, I was a serial dater. I mean, I was single single for forever. I have a boyfriend, but we're not married because we've been down that road. We don't want to do it again. But I knew that I was dating the wrong people, and I knew it was my fault. Something was wrong with my picker. My picker was broken. So I was like, I've had enough of this crap. So I decided to do a love spell on myself to release some of the things that I was attached to that was bringing me all these, these bad dudes. So, I had to reevaluate who I wanted, and I had to let go of things that I was just the surface things. So as soon as I started working on the love spell and worthiness, a lot of us need to work on self-love and worthiness of ourselves to bring in that potential partner. Because a lot of us think that we're not worthy of, being respected or loved or, being in a healthy relationship, because a lot of us probably mirror some of our parents' situations where that wasn't the most, loving relationship. So we have to release that, and we have to work on the love spell ourselves. So do a love spell on yourself. Forget about everybody else. Work on yourself.
Yeah. So, I agree. Working on it is good. Doing love spells on the other people, I don't buy that. I don't agree.
No, I don't either.
I don't either. Like, it's bad. Also, the other question I have for you, Madam Zee, is there any goddesses for the LGBTQ?
Lilith. Yep. And let me see.
This question is from Matthew from Austin, Texas.
Hi, Austin.
And he says, I am looking for a goddess, but I am LGBTQ and I consider myself gay.
Okay.
What goddess will be perfect to start off with as a beginner for LGBTQ? For a male.
I like.
As,
let me see. I like Dionysus, but that's
okay.
a god. That was Greek. A lot of your Greek mythos is going to be your best kind of god and goddesses to work with. Hermes is another one that I really like to work with. And let me see what other ones. Athena is another one because she was very independent. She didn't want to be married. Not that saying LGBTQ don't want to be married, but they're just, she was like, I don't want to be a normal kind of relationship. I want to have my own life. I want to create my own life. So she left her father and yeah.
Isn't Pan another one?
Pan? Mm-hmm. Pan is another one. Loki is another one. Zeus.
Oh, Apollo.
Apollo is another one, yeah. And Nike. Mm-hmm.
Apollo.
Yep, Apollo.
Is there any book on for LGBTQ for Wiccan?
Oh, let me see. There is one called Hex the Patriarchy. And let me see if I can find it. Hold on a second, because I was just looking for this. I had it. Oh, here it is. Because I was cleaning out my stuff. I like this one. And it's called the Hex the Patriarchy.
Wow.
Yeah, I really like this one. It's about spells and potions and stuff too. Personal power. Let me see if they have social justice is in here. And yeah, I like this one. So get this one.
Okay.
And let me see if there's other ones. Okay.
And here's another one while you're doing that. Where do you stand on the Ouija board?
Love it. Love it.
Is it dangerous like people say it is?
No, for me, I believe that any divination is a tool. It's how you want to use it and how you use it. Now, I don't think Ouija boards are for beginners, just like I don't think the left-handed path is for beginners, because you have to know how to close a portal. You have to be strong in who you bring in. You have to know how to identify demons if they come through, and you won't know that until you actually start working with them. So you can't just be afraid and just say scream and run off and, oh, I'm scared. You have to be able to shut that portal down. You have to be able to be afraid kind of thing when you're a demon or something, or not even a demon, a malevolent spirit. I run into more malevolent spirits than I do demons. So you have to be very firm and unafraid when you're using a Ouija board because you're in control. But I look at it as just another divination tool.
Another divination tool, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I always heard stories that they, oh, you open a portal, oh, you can get possessed.
Yeah, you can if you let that, if that's what you want.
Yeah.
That's when you know that there's a specific way to call in spirits, in a specific way when you set rules that you only allow, spirits that come in that have a positive message. You will not allow any negative energies, and you have to set those guidelines. But Christopher Penczak, back to the LGBT one, has a really good book called The Gay Witchcraft, Empowering the Tribe. And
wow.
Then, yeah. And then one by, oh my gosh, what is it? I don't know how to pronounce this one. Arcane Perfection, an anthology by queer, trans, and intersex witches.
Wow.
Queer magic, LGBT.
There you go, my friend. Those are good books for you.
Yeah.
He said, thank you so much.
You're
Blessed
welcome.
be.
Blessed be.
So, Madame Zee, on this part of the show, would you like to tell people how they can reach you and where they can find you?
Yes.
And how much you charge for readings?
Readings are different. I have packages. So send me a message. I'm always on Facebook at Madame Zee Tarot. I have coaching packages. I have a Witch Academy. And the Academy is a actual group of witches where you have access to all of my teachings, all of my courses, and you get coaching, you get rituals, you get tarot readings, you get everything in the Academy. And then I have the Witches Gathering event coming up November 6th through the 8th. The best way to get with me is my Facebook, Madame Zee Tarot, or my website at madamezee.com. And let me put that
awesome.
in. You can find me. I'm the one with the red hair.
That's so funny.
madamezee.com, and I put that in the chat box for us if you want to copy that over later on. So it's just madamezee.com. Send me a friend request.
If y'all want to copy it over, please copy it over, guys. Madame Zee, I also say, there's ones asking, where do you stand on? Do you consider yourself a gray witch, white witch, or none of the above?
None of the above. I'm a witch. Just like magic, for me, I feel magic is magic. There's no white magic. There's no dark magic.
I believe in the craft. Magic is neither black nor white. Nature's cruel and could be loving at the same time. And then Shopkeeper, the way she said it.
Yeah. Yeah. Magic is just magic. It's about your intentions.
Yeah.
You can make a beautiful love potion tea that has all the beautiful herbs in it that has to do with love, with all the negative intentions that you want in it. So is that love and light magic, or is that dark magic? What's your intentions? Your intentions is dark magic, but you're using all the herbs that has to do with light. Right?
There's also another comment, Madame Zee, for you. Mm-hmm. I work with Hecate. I worked with Hecate for a month. But I wanted to know if I have a dog. If I have a dog. Mm-hmm. I have a dog, but I want to get a cat. If I get a cat, will Hecate still work with me if I have a cat around?
Yes.
It's a cat. She wants to know, is the cat associated with Hecate also? Or does Hecate prefer dogs?
She prefers dogs, but I think the cat has always been associated with witches, so she's not going to care. Ask her. Now, how I ask my deities questions is I use my pendulum. And your pendulum is going to swing for you a yes or a no answer. But it's just like I love all animals. I prefer dogs, but I'm still going to love a cat. Right?
Mm-hmm.
But I prefer dogs, but just because, I just resonate more with dogs. Cats, I love cats, but I just don't want to clean up the litter box. Right? So she doesn't care. Just ask her, though. Say, hey, Kate, how do you feel about me bringing in a cat? Move the pendulum yes or move the pendulum no, and she'll tell you.
Yeah, she's straightforward.
Yeah, she'll tell you whether she wants to or not. But I don't think she cares, really, to be honest with you. I don't think she cares. The only thing she cares is
we have 2 more questions, and we have 2 more questions for taking comments. And after that, Madame Zee, do you have any questions for me that you would like to ask?
Yeah, we'll ask some questions for you afterwards. Yeah.
The first question here, Madame Zee, what is your favorite Halloween movie and your favorite witchy show?
Oh, my favorite Halloween movie is always going to be Nightmare Before Christmas. I love that one.
Mine too.
But it's also Sweeney Todd, if you want to consider that a Halloween movie. But I don't know if you would really consider that. But I love Sweeney Todd. And I keep telling you I'm old school. But I want you to go back to like the 1950s. And I want you guys to look at Bell, Book, and Candle. It's an old kind of 1950s. It may even be black and white, but it's a really kind of magical, cool kind of vibe. And it's called Bell, Book, and Candle. So check that one out. I like that one. And I also like Practical Magic too.
Yeah. My favorite one is Practical Magic.
Mm-hmm.
Hocus, Nightmare Before Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
And there's another one. There's another witchy one. It's called Bewitch.
Yeah, Bewitched. And there's another one too that you guys may not be aware of. I think it's called The Witches.
Oh yeah, The Witches.
The Witches. Yeah, I think they may be doing a remake of it. I'm not sure.
Yeah, with Anne Hathaway.
Yeah, Anne Hathaway. Yeah, but check out the original one before they do the remake.
Yeah,
it's called The Witches. Mm-hmm. But I also like The Ninth Gate.
The Ninth Gate is a good one.
Mm-hmm.
I
like that weird stuff.
Do you like Halloween, Michael Myers?
I don't like slasher movies so much.
Okay.
I like psychological horror, kind of scary, suspense, haunted stuff, spiritual stuff.
Have you seen The Conjuring?
Yes, I love The Conjuring. That kind of stuff. That's another one. We didn't even mention The Exorcist. We didn't even mention The Exorcist. Exorcist is one of my favorite movies. If there's a battle between the church and the devil and your soul, I'm all for it.
I love that.
Mm-hmm.
I love that. I've seen Insidious?
Yep, Insidious is a good one too.
And there's one thing. Have you ever seen Sleep Doctor?
No. Is it scary?
Sleep Doctor is the continuation of The Shining.
No, I haven't seen it. I didn't even know there was a continuation of The Shining. The Shining is good. The Shining is good.
Yeah.
I'm going to write that down. The Sleep Doctor? Sleep Doctor.
Yeah,
You
the
write it
sleep
down.
doctor.
Okay, I'll write it down.
What is the last question is? What is your favorite thing to do on your spare time?
My spare time? Do we even have spare time? I read tarot, but I'll be honest with you. I like just to veg out and watch YouTube and podcasts. And I do a lot of paintings. I'm more into painting. So, and I'm not good at it. I mean, I'm not.
Yes, I draw.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to get more into that. I'm not a Picasso by any means at all. But, just kind of painting craft stuff. And I like to garden.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I've been reading a book by what's his name? Not Scott Connie. Ryan Buckland.
Oh, Raymond Buckland?
Raymond Buckland.
Yeah, he's old school.
It's a big blue book that I'm reading, and I like it.
Yeah, he's like the grandfather of the modern day witchcraft. We have to give him lots of props because he was one of the founders that brought witchcraft into mainstream, into what we have witchcraft now.
Yeah.
Him and Gerald Gardner.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But I want you to, though, because I work with the goddesses and I'm really into female empowerment, even though they're at the forefront, I want you to do some research about the women behind them and how powerful they were and how they helped them, or both of them, to become well known. Another one is Aleister Crowley.
Wow.
If you want to look at Aleister Crowley, he's kind of, I love Aleister Crowley, but he's a horrible person. Yeah, Aleister Crowley. He's a good one. He's the one who did the soft tarot.
Have you ever seen Supernatural?
No. I heard about it. I think I tried to get into it, and everybody tells me, "Oh, Suzie, you need to watch Supernatural. You need to watch Supernatural." I've never gotten into it. They say I need to give it a chance, though. I'm really weird. Yeah, if things don't catch me it's really good. Yeah, they say it is, and they always tell me I need to look into it, that I would like it.
What the last one was do you ever have any sales on your readings? Like, do you do any specials on your readings?
Yep, I do. Send me a message on MadameZee.com and tell me that you found me through Shaman Moon, and then we'll work out a special.
You hear those people? Contact Madame Zee.
Yep. And I'll give you a special on coaching packages too if you want some magical coaching.
Yep. Bridget's got red hair, right? Bridget has red hair too, right?
Yep. She's got red hair. Yep. And I'm more Celtic. I'm really drawn to Celtic. And that's one of the things I want to do is I want to go to Scotland and Ireland. I already been there.
So am I.
I know, but I want to go see all the goddess places. All the sacred places, all the wells, all the, the vortexes and the stones and the circles. That's where I want to go.
Me too. I want to go to Stonehenge.
Mm-hmm. Stonehenge is phenomenal. Yeah, it's not what you think it is. It's when I went there, it's like in the middle of nowhere. It's in this field. It's windy as hell, but it's small. It's not huge like I thought it was going to be.
But do you feel the energy?
Yes. Yep. That whole region has energy. Yeah. Druids.
But did you feel the power of the Celtics?
Yes.
And the goddess?
Yeah. Yeah. It's like you can't really describe it. It's like electricity and buzzing, and you can feel your ancestors all around you, like walking in and out, and it's like an open space or open vortex.
Yeah.
They just pop in and out, and you're like, who is that person, and what are they doing? And yeah,
I have a little bit of Celtic bloodline in me, a little bit.
You should go explore it.
I am gonna go. I've been wanting to go to Ireland and Scotland and England and all that places.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when this COVID thing is over, we should get a group together and go over there.
Yeah, definitely.
Go tour it and go to all the sacred places. Yeah.
So where do you stand on on speaking on the Morgan? Where do you stand on Morgan Le Fay? Do you think they're the same person or different entities?
That's a good question. I think they're the same. I think they're the same. I always consider them the same energy. How do you feel?
To me, I feel like they're different.
Do you? You think they're two different people?
Yeah.
Two different goddesses? Do you think Morgan Le Fay embodied though and brought in the goddess energy of Morgan?
Yeah, I think so.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
My favorite Celtic movie of all time is Merlin.
Oh, and y'all need to watch The Mists of Avalon.
I love it. I have it.
Yep.
Every time I watch it, I kid you not, Madame Zee, every time I watch it, I feel like I'm at home.
I know. There's so much lore and Celtic lore in that movie, and you will recognize all of the names that we talk about, all of the lore that we talk about. So Mists of Avalon is really good.
Madame Zee, where do you stand on working with the Fae?
I don't. Here's the thing about the Fae. Two realms that I don't work with, and I don't know why I don't work with them. I'm not like resonate with them. I love the Fae and I love the angels, but I don't work with either of them because I think that the Fae and the angels have kind of gotten this whole whitewashed where everything is like light and love and fun, and they are not. Angels and Fae, there can be very bad in the fact that they can be warriors and they can screw your life up. Right?
Yeah, I totally agree.
Thank you.
I work with the Fae.
Yeah.
I also work with the angels. But when I did a cleanse one time on myself, because I did that egg cleansing, where you rub that egg on your body and all that.
Yeah, the egg cleansing.
When I cracked it and I took a photo of it, you could literally see a little fairy in the photo.
Because fairies are not what, they're not Tinkerbell and...
He had a pointy nose. He had a pointy nose, pointy ears, claws. They're not the way that people portray them to be.
No, and I'm just like, I'm not ready for that. So you have to, they're not all light and love and they're not all pixie dust, but I do have a lot of what I call house brownies.
House brownies?
Yeah.
I never heard of those.
They're called brownies, and they're little, they're little fae, but they live around your house or in your house, and they're very much tricksters, and they like to take things from you. They're really mischievous.
The brownies?
Yeah, they're little brownies.
The one that put the Fae in the line, like whenever I have trouble with the Fae, like and they don't listen, I call upon the Morgan or Bridget to put them in their place. That's it.
Yeah. And there's a hierarchy in angels. And I mean a hierarchy, well probably in angels too, but a hierarchy in the Fae. And there's different realms. And they don't work on the same system as we do here on the earthly plane.
They don't.
They can really.
I know it is. Other too, Madame Zee. I know it is whenever I call upon Bridget or Morgan when I'm working with the Fae, that they listen, but they're more calmer and they're not wilder.
Yeah.
When I work with the goddess. the Morgan or the Goddess Bridget with the Fae.
Yeah.
Like they don't do a lot of mysterious things around.
Correct, because they know. Right? They know that mama's coming home.
Yeah.
You better behave yourself. Oh, speaking of movies, that just came to my mind. Oh my gosh, what's that movie I used to watch? It was with oh my gosh, old. What is his name? Tom Cruise. Legend.
Oh yeah.
Legend. That's another one I'll need to watch. Yeah.
So before we end the broadcast, do you have any questions for me?
Yeah. So what are you working with now? What kind of magic are you actually diving into now that it's season?
Right now I'm working with a little bit of I'm working with a little bit of Greek magic right now.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm also working with a little bit of hoodoo, conjure,
Yeah.
and voodoo and santeria.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it is the time, right?
So that's what I'm working with right now. But I'm trying to get back within paganism right now.
Mm-hmm.
Because when it's like Halloween, I always back to paganism on Halloween.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm predominantly at heart I'm always gonna be pagan.
Correct. Yeah, I am too.
So that's what I'm working with right now. I no longer work with the Holy Death. I still honor her and I still respect her, but I'm not currently working with her at the time.
So, do you have seasonal tarot decks also?
I want to do seasonal, and the only ones I use on Halloween are the Halloween themed tarot decks.
Yeah, I love those. I just picked up the Santa Morte Oracle deck.
The Oracle deck is pretty cool, Madame Zee, but if you really want to get into it, I will recommend the tarot deck.
That one.
Yeah. Ooh, that's perfect. You got that one. That's awesome.
I like this one better than this one. I was disappointed with this.
Yeah, no, that one. I didn't even bother it.
No,
I wouldn't even bother working with that one anymore.
No, I think I'm gonna gift it to a winner in my group.
What other question do you have for me, Madame Zee?
Let's see.
Can ask me anything.
I'm trying to think. So, what movies are you watching now? For like witchy movies?
I'm watching. I just finished watching. You won't believe it, but I just finished watching Sleep Doctor. I'm currently watching The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina.
Yeah.
And I am currently watching Luna. It's an Italian TV show on Netflix about witches. Luna.
I'm trying to get into that. The subtitles I have to get past.
It's in English.
Is it?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to look then. I thought it had subtitles.
No. And I'm also watching Hocus Pocus.
Mm-hmm.
Always. Mm-hmm. That's my number one go-to on Halloween.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a tradition. I do love The Exorcist, but the original.
Oh yeah, the original one. Yeah.
And Constantine.
Another one. So, do you have anything planned for Samhain or Halloween? Any like rituals?
Halloween, I'm actually going to a wedding. A Halloween wedding.
Nice.
One of my cousins is literally getting married on Halloween.
Nice. That's the best time.
And they're gonna do a horror theme
Cool.
Gothic. Oh, my other one that I watched too is Interview with the Vampire.
Oh yeah, I just finished that. I just finished that 2 days ago. Interview with the Vampire.
Yeah, and there's another one. Queen of the Dam.
Queen of the Dam. Yep. I remember back in the...
Those are my classics. Those are my classic movies I like to watch on Halloween.
And Bram Stoker's.
I never got into Bram Stoker.
No. See, I like my vampires like bloody and dirty and gore. I don't like all these Twilight vampires.
I don't like those either.
I like it like bloody and gorish and stake through the heart stuff.
Did you know, Madame Zee, that Interview and the Vampire, Louise and his maker were actually lovers?
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah.
The Louis and his maker, Lestat, were actually lovers.
I'm sure. There was always some kind of sexual undertone between them two.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lestat's pretty badass. Now the vampire guy, his name is Father Sebastian, who's going to be speaking at the event, is going to talk about New Orleans voodoo.
Father Sebastian?
Vampire. Yeah, Father Sebastian. New Orleans vampire. He's gonna talk about...
I know. That's the one that came out on Tyra Banks.
I have no idea. Might have.
No. The Father Sebastian is the one that's friend with Michelle Belanger. Now, do you know who that is? She's look her up. You'll like her. She's a paranormal investigator. She's a vampire.
Really?
She's a psychic vampire. Her name is Michelle Belanger.
Michelle Belanger.
And I think she's friend with Sebastian.
She probably is. It sounds about he would keep that kind of company. And we do in the what is it? The Witches Gathering. We're gonna have raffles. And if you guys have heard of the big New Orleans witchcraft store called Hex, Old Witchery.
Yeah.
They're giving us a $250 certificate for our raffle this year.
Wow.
$250 of stuff that you can get in their store.
Wow.
I know, right? I love New Orleans.
So, so what other questions do you have for me, Madam Zee? You can ask me anything.
What
you can ask me about.
So here's the thing. What is your least favorite magic?
My least favorite magic is let me see. There's so many. There's so many. I really hate petty ones, like unbindings. I hate those. Unbindings. And I'm not really big on love spells because they have a tendency to not work the way you want to.
Correct. What's your favorite kind of magic?
Black.
No, right? I like my magic like I have my heart just black and dark.
Yeah. Black.
Yep. I love it.
Black. Also, yeah, I like my magic black and dark.
Just like I like my coffee, black and dark.
I've been doing this for a long time, Madam Zee. I've been doing this since I was 13 years old, and I come from a long line of witches and shamans and black witches, white witches, sorcerers. I come from a long line.
Are you in San Antonio? I always forget where you're at.
I'm not in San Antonio anymore. I'm more down south.
So you're more down south?
I'm more near the border, near Mexico.
Oh yeah,
I'm more
I'm
near
sure they
South
got
Padre
all.
Island.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm kind of like 5 hours away from you.
Yeah. That's not too bad.
I also do a lot of other different types of magic. I do bloodletting.
Yes, that's very controversial. Bloodletting.
I do bloodletting. I don't really give a hoo-ha or whatever.
Yeah.
I do it.
Yeah. You're like, it's my magic, I do what I want. And that's the way it should be.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
And
I'm sure you kind of like bled your tools and all that other stuff too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's that really connects you to that tool. That DNA.
Oh yeah, it does.
Yeah. We call that the essence, right? When you have the essence of someone. And the essence can be any kind of liquid. Really more than liquid. It could be hair, it could be toenails, it could be spit, it could be urine, saliva, sexual fluids. Sex magic is powerful too.
I've blooded. I do a little bit of I do hardcore. Like I'm no like fluffy. I do hardcore. I'm very hardcore.
Oh my god. Like, do you see? I'm a big wuss. I can't do.
I've blooded a chicken. I've done. Yeah.
That's interesting.
I've been around a headed goat. I've been initiated through my family.
Yeah.
But I've never been initiated outside of my family.
Correct.
But I initiated myself. I remember I initiated myself a long time ago, where I took a little bit of blood from the animal, and I prayed, and I went like this.
Yeah, you marked yourself.
And I went like this. When I did this, I took the essence and the power of that animal and that power that I invoked.
Correct.
So I necessarily made a contract.
Yeah.
So I did the contract for a year.
Wow. Yeah. Well, the tradition was a year and a day.
So basically, every year I would have to be doing that. So I didn't do it this year because I know I didn't need to do it, but I didn't do it this year.
Yeah. Well, times are changed this year. Times are weird this year.
How are you dealing with the COVID, Madame Zee?
I did okay for a while, but now I think, I've been really self-isolating a lot since March after Witch Fest. Did you go to Austin Witch Fest at all?
No.
No.
No, I haven't.
Really after.
I never been.
Yeah, after Austin Witch Fest, been self-isolating since March, and I was okay for a while, but it's hit me hard now in October when I realized that all of the stuff, all my magic and all the stuff that I wanted to do, all my rituals, all my, circles, all of the, Santa de la Muerte, all of the Day of the Dead stuff, all the parades are like, you can't do it. And so it hit me a couple of days ago, and I was like, well, damn. What am I going to do now? All my stuff's gone. I can't party and hang out with the witches. So, it's you just kind of like gotta sulk and do your own kind of magic and try to get through it the best you can.
Yeah, and you know what the weird thing is right now? You might freak out. I'm literally sensing. I'm literally sensing somebody wants to come through.
Really?
Yeah.
From my end or your end?
Like I think it's for you. I feel like somebody wants to come through.
Oh God. Well, let them come through if they want to. If you want to.
Yeah, I don't mind it. I'm literally sensing it right now. I literally feel it. Hold on. Oh my god, I hate freaking trolls.
Oh, on Instagram or something? You're talking about? Or are you talking about literal trolls?
No,
Yeah,
on my comments,
oh, yeah.
people are saying, people are asking me if I'm on drugs.
Oh, yeah. You gotta ignore those people.
Look, it's weird. See, isn't he on drugs? No, I'm not on drugs, people.
Y'all need to go somewhere else with that shit.
Yeah. You don't want to mess with us. We're witches.
No. You don't need to go on with that. That's not cool.
Yeah, that's hurtful. But like I was thinking of, like, I sense energy around you. Hold on. There's two energies, Madame Zee.
Two.
I see a man with like a cowboy hat.
Okay.
A cowboy hat around you, like an older gentleman.
Mm-hmm.
And I see another woman on your left side.
Mm-hmm.
Well, right here in my hand. So my left is probably your right.
Yeah.
Hold on. I'm already hearing their voices. Like I can literally hear their voices. And this man had dark eyes, like brown eyes.
Is he kind of wearing like a duster?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's around me all the time. I have still yet to figure out who that is. Because he didn't pop up until I moved into the house.
Could I ask you a question? Could I ask you a question, Madame Zee?
Sure.
This person that I'm seeing, I don't know. Had your grandfather passed?
Yeah, all of my grandparents have passed through.
Okay. Because the reason I'm asking you is because I keep hearing, I'm her grandfather.
Yeah, both of them.
I'm her grandfather.
Yeah.
And I just, hold on. Had your grandmother's passed, correct?
Correct.
Hold on. So I'm speaking her right now. Hold on. So you're the mother of her father, right? So her father, okay. So you're her father's mother. Has your father's mother passed?
Mm-hmm.
Because that's what she's telling me. I'm her father's mother.
That's interesting. Okay. She hasn't come through before. It's usually my mother's mother.
It's your father's mother that's coming through. And the other gentleman that's next to her is your grandfather. Wow. I like your grandfather's energy.
He's a little rugged.
Yeah, I can feel that.
He was a no-nonsense kind of dude.
I'm out to picking up on a younger spirit. Who's Sarah?
Oh, Sarah?
Yeah.
I think that's the middle name of my grandmother.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
My whole body's getting cold. My whole body's getting cold. I'm also being told there's another young spirit coming through, but she's saying that she knew you when you were young. She's saying that she passed young. Did you lose a friend young? A close friend?
No, I don't think so. Not when I was a kid. I don't remember losing anyone when I was a kid.
Okay. Kimberly. I keep hearing the word Kimberly. Do you know Kimberly?
And my really good friend's Kimberly, but she's still here. Kim.
Okay. I keep hearing Kimberly. So you know how mediumship works, right?
Mm-hmm.
When you're picking up something, it might be for a friend of yours too.
Correct. That's what I was thinking.
Because I keep hearing Kimberly.
Mm-hmm.
But your friend Kimberly is still alive. So I think she said, I know Kimberly, so I think the message is for Kimberly.
Yeah. I can pass it on. I can pass it on.
I'm burning up like crazy too.
Yeah, when you do a lot of energy work like that, you sweat. I get real red and hot.
Yeah. The spirit that's saying for Kimberly, she's saying that I'm at peace, I'm not suffering. But that's a given. Everybody says that. But the main thing that they're saying, everybody says that. But what the main thing that they're saying is that I didn't feel no pain. I went quick.
Mm-hmm.
So for some reason, they're saying that they went quick. So Kimberly should know what that means. So they must have passed away quickly.
Okay. I'll ask.
Mm-hmm. Did your grandfather smoke?
Yep.
I smell cigarettes or cigars.
Cigars. Mm-hmm. Yep.
I smell like. And your grandmother, I don't know if you knew your grandmother growing up, but I see her baking. She's baking and she cooks, but she bakes a lot.
Yes. I think that's probably well, here's the thing. I remember my great-grandmother baking a lot. My grandmother cooked, but I have more memories of my great-grandmother baking.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to ask her name. Hold on, okay?
Okay.
Who's Olivia? Do you know Olivia?
No. Mm-mm.
Okay. When I'm trying to communicate with your grandmother, your great grandmother, do you know if she kind of like Danish?
Danish?
Like from like, does she have Danish?
Yes.
Because I see like a lot of Danish saying, do you know if you have Danish in your bloodline?
Yes.
Or which you do?
Yeah, Danish and kind of German. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what I'm getting. I keep getting these trolls like telling us all. He's telling me off on the comments. Yeah, thank you for the comment. I'll put them in my pocket.
And then we'll burn them.
Yeah, we'll burn
all
them.
your negative stuff, we're going to write on a piece of paper, we're going to spit on it, and we're going to burn it.
Madame Zee, who's suffering from arthritis? Who do you know that has arthritis? Or joint pain?
And what?
Joint pain or arthritis?
Oh, that's me. That's me.
Because she's telling me my granddaughter suffers from arthritis and joint pain.
Yeah, that's me. Because I have lupus. So that's me.
What? Who has scoliosis? Who do you know that has scoliosis?
I had scoliosis when I was younger.
Okay. So that's what she's telling me. She's giving me information that only you would know.
Yeah.
To let you know this is your grandmother.
Yeah.
So am I hitting it?
Yeah. Because no one really knows I have, scoliosis, because that was a long time ago when I was a kid. So I don't even think I haven't even told anybody, none of my friends that, because it was such a long time ago.
No. Yeah. Who passed away from a car accident? Or got injured in a car accident?
Not anybody I know. I don't think. Most of my relatives died from old age and like health problems, but not like in a car wreck. Not sudden like that.
I don't know, did it happen to you, like whenever you're doing mediumship, sometimes you feel like it doesn't fit, but later on you feel like you predicted the future or something?
Correct. Yeah.
Did it happen to you?
The car wreck?
I'm just curious. Ever happened to you whenever you do? No. Like whenever you're doing mediumship, you said something, you hear it, but it doesn't fit at the moment, but later on it fits later, but it turns out that you predicted it.
Yeah, and I always tell them just keep it in mind.
Yeah.
Just be mindful.
That's the way I'm getting it. It's like you're either gonna hear somebody getting in a accident, but it's not like a real bad one.
Okay.
But like a small one, but they're fine. They'll be fine. Who has leukemia? One of your guys is telling me to tell one of your friends or somebody that you know that has leukemia or has cancer that everything's gonna be okay. But it's kind of a form of leukemia or cancer. That's what I'm being told.
Not that I know. I know my dad just got over skin cancer, but it's not leukemia.
Okay. Okay. So it's skin cancer for your dad?
Yeah.
Because what I see here, I see a woman in my head. In my third eye, I keep seeing a woman. And she has brown, blondish, wavy hair. She has kind of like your eye color, but she's kind of like a little bit of my color. But if she gets to like my color, because she's more out in the sun, and she goes to. I never heard this before, but I never seen this before. But do you know anybody that goes to yoga? Because I see a yoga studio.
No.
Okay.
Because nobody's really doing anything.
I might be getting our spirits trying to come through if it's not matching.
Yeah. It happens because they all come in at one time. Right?
Yeah. Don't you hate that?
Yeah. That's why I have to tell them that whoever has come through has to come through one at a time. Because they'll bombard you with messages and you get them all confused.
Yeah. Have you lost a pet also? Because I keep seeing a spirit as a pet.
Yes.
There's one by you.
Yep. That's my familiar, Bella. She's always by me.
Yeah. Who had a Boston Terrier?
That's Bella. That's my familiar Bella.
Boston Terrier.
Yep. That's mine. That's Bella.
Was she like a white?
Black and white. Yep.
Yeah. See, I would not known that.
Yeah. I
would not have known that.
Yeah, and you wouldn't have known about my scoliosis either, or my arthritis.
No. Hold on. They're also telling me, Morgan is telling me also to go for it. Don't be afraid. She'll guide you.
Okay.
She's saying that you need a spiritual backbone. A stronger spiritual backbone.
Yeah, it's because remember we talked about a little bit about COVID, how you just around your and you kind of feel like you're kind of been kicked off your spiritual path a little bit. But yeah, she's telling me to get back on the path. Yeah.
Yeah.
Work with her. I know she is.
She said that she has a lot to teach you.
Yeah, she does.
That you're gonna grow as a witch, but you're gonna learn life lessons. Who's Charles?
Charles is my ex-husband.
She says that you're going to learn how to let go of everything that no longer serves you, like Charles.
Okay. Yeah. I thought I let go of all that shit.
Did that make sense?
Sure.
Huh?
Yeah. Yeah. Let go.
She's also telling me that she knows that you've been through a lot of turmoil, a lot of emotional pain, a lot of sadness. Have you been through depression or low in your life?
Well, yeah, everybody has. Yeah. Yeah. But not bad depression. I just think it's kind of like normal, kind of blah.
No.
You know?
Yeah, normal. It's not like a hardcore.
No, not hardcore.
No. Wow. It's weird. I'm getting like a lot of information downloads.
Yeah. They always
They're also telling me Diana/Artemis is telling me that she would love to work with you again. Have you worked with her before?
Yes, Artemis I have.
She says, please let me know when you want to work with me.
Okay.
She's also saying, she wants you to confirm something for one of my viewers, because they can't hear her, but they can hear you. Tell them that I also work with the LGBTQ.
Yes, Artemis does. Mm-hmm.
So whoever's watching on my Instagram, there you go. It's confirmation from Madame Zee.
Yep, Artemis.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Who's Dan?
Dan? D-A-N? Or
Dan. Or Danny or Dan.
That's my cousin.
Dan.
Cousin Dan.
Dan?
Mm-hmm.
He's living, correct? He's still living?
He's still here. Mm-hmm.
And he's from your father's side?
Yes.
Okay. Your grandmother and your grandfather want to say hello. Give them a hello for me.
Okay, I'll tell him.
Who do you know a Rosie? A Rosie or a Rose?
No, I don't, but I know what you're talking about. That's my symbol for my grandmother is a rose.
A rose, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, that's her
because
symbol.
I saw the name Rose and I saw a red rose.
Yeah, that's her symbol for me. To me.
Were you raised Catholic or
Yes.
Christian? Catholic?
Yes.
Okay. What I dignified to, have you ever worked with the Virgin de Guadalupe?
No, I haven't. I know of her, but I haven't worked with her.
She wants me to let you know she would love to work with you.
All these goddesses are fighting. I want to work with you. Yeah.
Who's Victoria? Or Vicky?
Well, there's a couple things. It depends on if you're asking as a person or a dog. Is it a person or a dog?
As a person.
She's one of my tarot clients, Victoria.
Okay, I think I'm getting a message for her, but like, I'm getting bombarded. My body's getting super hot.
Yeah. They always come through. They always want to like just jump on it and just tell me all kinds of stuff. Yeah.
So, how do you think of the reading I gave you? I didn't mean to give you one. It just popped up.
You do. You have to go with the flow. You have to accept it. You have to just dive in.
Did you like it?
It's great. You got a lot of stuff that, nobody really ever, really touches on or knew about. Especially like, the scoliosis and the arthritis and my grandmother. But, my dog, Bella, came through. So, yeah.
Yeah. Who's Michael?
I have an uncle, a great uncle named Michael.
He's still living?
No, he's passed.
Yeah. Oh. Were you around Confederate? I keep hearing Confederate, like I keep hearing cannons. Do you know if you're have you been around or you been looking into like Confederate stuff lately or somebody around you?
No, let's see.
Or wanting to study history?
Yeah, Civil War stuff, but that was big when I lived in the South, in Tennessee and Georgia. I was always around Confederate graves and Confederate wars. Yeah, places of wars and battles.
Because I keep seeing a Confederate person around you. That's weird. Not that she's probably your spirit guide or something.
I don't. Well, I think I'm related to someone. I haven't done the research on this, but I think my dad said I was related to someone who was in the Confederate Army.
Yeah, that's what he looked like because he's wearing the Confederate, um, um, clothing.
Yeah, but I don't know anything about him. Definitely a soldier, though.
Who's Violet? Do you know a Violet? Who is Violet?
No, I don't know Violet.
Why are y'all bringing up Violet? Tell me who's Violet. There's somebody that's gonna watch your video, whenever you have a video on Wednesday.
Yeah, Wednesdays I go live in my group.
Yes, there's gonna be a woman named Catherine in your video chat. So remember this, okay?
Okay.
I don't know which Wednesday it's gonna be, but they're saying Catherine's gonna show up on her video. Tell her that Violet says hi.
Okay.
And I am at peace. And please tell my mother I'm okay.
Okay.
Okay?
I'll look and see. Yeah, I'll pay attention.
I don't know. That just came up. So what do you think of the reading that I gave you right now? I'm going to close the door, whatever
Yeah, shut the door because
I can't do it
like shut it down. Shut it down. It was great. I enjoyed it. Lots of information. Lots of people.
Spot on?
Yeah. It was great. Yeah.
So I would love to get a reading from you one day. How much do you normally charge, Madame Zee?
Usually it's $77 for a half an hour and $117 for an hour, but we'll work something out. Yeah.
Cool.
Something out.
Let me know whenever you're gonna do one of these. Do you ever do anything like this? Bring people on? I would love to be one of your guests on your show.
Yes,
or is it predominantly just women?
No, I work mostly with women, but I work with men who are really into goddess energy and centered in their goddess energy. So
Cool.
I do have a YouTube channel, and I've thought about doing guest speaking and having speakers on also.
Cool. I would like to be one of your guests if
Yeah, I'd love to do it. It'd be fun.
you would have me.
Oh yeah, for sure. I've never done like a live YouTube interview on my channel. So yeah, that'd be cool.
It's fun.
Yeah, it is. I kind of like it because, I have a lot of training on my YouTube channel. And it's kind of like, I need something else. I need to, we need to connect more with other magicians and other into magic. So yeah. And have a conversation instead of just sitting there watching me talk.
Yeah. So who was the other one? I know you said that you asked me about the dog. If there was another dog, if it was a dog, was there another dog in spirit that died as well?
Named Vicky, or just another dog? Yeah, that's my mom's dog, Vicky.
Yeah, Vicky.
Yeah.
Was she brown?
Yes.
Yeah. I see her around you. What was your grandmother's name, if you don't mind me asking, and your grandfather's name, now that the door's closed?
The grandmother was Frances, but depending on the grandfather, it was either Bill that came through or Abraham, because they both smoked pipes and cigars.
Wow. I'm gonna be honest with you. Every time I will watch your live video, I would get like messages of you like const, like literally, and I was like, no, maybe I shouldn't.
They always come, yeah, they always come through. It's insane. They're always attracted to me.
Yeah, but listen, I really enjoyed our video interview, and I hope that you enjoyed it also.
Yeah,
of
course.
I hope that we can do it again in the future sometime if you're up for it.
I would love to. And you can find me at MadameZee.com. And I have a private Facebook group that you all can hang out and talk about magic. And Shaman Moon's in there also.
The Facebook group, how do I get into the private Facebook group, Madame Zee?
You need to search for Master Your Magic and then answer the 3 questions, and then we'll let you in. So the Facebook group is Master Your Magic.
Let me see real quick. Let me see if I'm not already on there.
I can get you a link, I think. Hold on. So you just got to answer 3 little questions.
Oh, man. Do your magic?
Yep.
Yeah, I think I'm going to invite. Yeah, I'm already a part of your group.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm already in there.
Yep. So you can find me on Facebook. You can find me on Instagram. And then I have my Facebook group, and then also that website, MadameZee.com.
Cool. So, I also keep a lookout too, Madame Zee, because I am going to be doing an interview. Hopefully, he'll write back to me soon. I'll be doing an interview with an actor,
nice.
movie actor that's in the movie industry, and I would love for you to see the live video feed that I'll be doing. Hopefully, that he'll answer my my message. I want to do an interview with Scott Eastwood.
Oh, okay.
Do you know who he is?
I'll have to look him up. What is he famous for? Scott Eastwood?
He's the son of Scott Eastwood.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know him. Yeah, Clint Eastwood's kid. That would be cool.
So I'm trying to see if he can do an interview because he loved all the supernatural stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I hope you do because I'll watch it for sure.
So it's gonna be a live Q&A.
Good.
So I don't know what we did. Did we do an interview or this a live Q&A? What's the difference between an interview and a live Q&A?
Interviews most of the time are just kind of pre-recorded, but live Q&A is just you just answer questions and answer them. And you can have a lineup of specific questions that you answer. You send it to them beforehand. That'd be a live Q&A.
So basically, this is like a Q&A then.
Yeah.
What we did.
Q&A is pretty less formal.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, thank you so much, Madame Zee.
I appreciate it. Thank y'all for having me. Yep. Come check me out.
And many blessings. I know we can still keep in touch.
Yes, you know where to find me, and I know where to find you.
I will.
We're all around. All right. Thank you so much for having me.
We're all around. Bye. Have a good night.
All right. You too. Bye.
Bye.